Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol!
Stand by for exciting action on Baccarati's Z-Ray in just 1 moment. Buzz Corey and his cadet Happy have captured the evil swindler Mr. Proteus, and returning him to Terra have placed him in detention to await criminal rehabilitation at Medical Science Center. Now, at Buzz's central office at Space Patrol headquarters, Buzz is informing Happy of another detention prisoner, whose name is all too familiar to the cadet.
Prince Baccarati?
You heard it right.
But Smoking Rockets, Commander, why would anybody want to visit him?
I wondered about that myself, Hap, until I learned just who it was who had requested to see him.
Well, who is it?
A man named Grota.
Grota? Who's he?
As a young man, he was a trusted aide to King Zara when he ruled Venus.
An aide? Well, Smoking Rockets, Commander, when Zara was dethroned, why wasn't this guy Grota arrested?
For a couple of reasons, Happy. First of all, it can never be proved that Grota had willingly been a party to the tyrannical rule of King Zara. And second, Grota disappeared just before the people of Venus revolted and overthrew the king. Since then, all charges against him have been dropped.
Well, I still don't see why anybody would want to see Baccarati. Hey, unless maybe he has a plan to help him escape.
I've thought of that, Hap. That's why the meeting will take place here at Space Patrol headquarters. And I've increased the guard just in case. Yes?
A gentleman to see you, Commander. He carries a visitor's pass bearing the name Grota.
Send him right in.
Maybe now we'll find out what's on his mind.
Commander Corey? Yes, Mr. Grota. Well, this is my cadet, Happy. How do you do? Mr. Grota, considering the fact that our prisoner, Baccarati, was the most traitorous criminal ever at large in our system, I'm curious as to why you want to see him.
Now, that's only natural, Commander. The reason is very simple. I came to kill him.
Well, now that we know why, you kill him.
That's a very bad joke, Mr. Grota.
What makes you think I'm joking?
Happy searching for weapons.
Yes, sir.
That won't be necessary.
Mr. Grota, I've had the guard doubled in this building just for your visit.
So I noticed, Commander. But I won't have any more difficulty getting into this place than I did have in getting out.
Your visitor's pass. I see.
Oh! Now, turn around. Put your hands behind your back. And I won't hesitate to use this gun. Now get down in front of that desk. Both of you. Lie on the floor. You and your cadet.
Commander, Robbie, behind you.
Sure, that's going to be the last move of your life.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter to you. It only matters to Prince Baccarati.
Commander, what's this guy up to? His name is Grota, ex-aide to King Zara. Said he came here to kill Baccarati.
What?
So, you are the great Prince Baccarati, heir to the throne of Zara.
Who are you? I have never seen you before.
Of course you haven't. I left Zara the day you were born. The day before your father, the king, was dethroned.
Oh, then this thing about coming to kill me, that was a joke. You came to rescue me. Perhaps even help me to get back to the throne that is rightfully mine.
You, heir to the throne of Zara? It's a lie.
What are you saying? I'm Prince Baccarati!
You're not a prince, you're an imposter. You don't deserve to live.
What kind of guy are you?
He didn't have a chance.
Neither will you if you make another false move. Turn around.
Swiftly, the mysterious Grota wraps the stout plasticoid around Robbie's wrists. Then, using sleep gas, making sure that none of his victims can send out an alarm until he has made his escape. He walks casually from the Space Patrol building, flashing his visitor's permit. And soon is streaking through space in a ship that is destined to carry him on a mysterious journey to a place of safety where he is confident the Space Patrol will never find him. And sometime later, back at Space Patrol headquarters, the 3 Space Patrolmen manage to free themselves.
Commander, he's had plenty of time to get away.
Yes, we've been out for over an hour. Is he all right? Yeah. So far, half.
Yes, sir.
All medical science center, get an ambulance here right away.
Right, sir.
I'll send out an all-planets bulletin for Grota.
Just think, Commander. All the time we spent going after Baccarati. Now somebody comes in and takes a pot shot at him, we have to go after that somebody.
Yeah, that's right. This is Cadet Happy. Look, send a surface ambulance over to Space Patrol headquarters immediately. It's an emergency.
Meanwhile, equipped with a drive capable of approaching the speed of light, Grota's ship knifes through the void, piling speed on speed, warping space and time, going back into the past. 100 years, 200 years, 500, 1,000, back to the 20th century. Then suddenly heavy relays clank home, and the ship automatically decelerates. It slows down precisely as its electronic brain dictates, slower and slower, to bring its passenger to a stop at exactly the right time and place according to Grota's calculations. Gradually, Grota comes out of his time shock, hastily checks his instruments to make sure his calculations have been correct. Then smiles, knowing that his ship has brought him properly to his destination. But then, why shouldn't it, Mr. Grota? Haven't you made this very same journey before? Many times before? Haven't you been hiding in time for over 30 years? His ship hovering a safe number of miles above the surface of Earth, Grota quickly begins to change his clothes. Yes, Grota, you must change your clothes. Your 30th century apparel would be out of place and attract too much attention here on Earth in the middle of the 20th century. And besides, who would believe that you were from another planet, from another time? Would the people miles below you on Earth believe you even if you told them? Would these 2 men believe you? Would these 2 book clerks in a small bookstore in a city in the United States believe that there was even such a thing as a rocket ship that could travel through space?
The king. The king. Long live the king.
Just imagine a book clerk who is actually a king.
Yeah, but he's the only one that believes it.
What do you suppose he's king of? Lower Slobovia?
Uh-oh. Retreat. Okay.
You fools! Stupid earthlings! Someday you will find out whether I am king or not. Someday you will regret this. I can't stand much more of this.
Zara, what is wrong?
These fools you hire for clerks, they push me too far.
They were the only ones I could find. Zara, you make it very difficult to keep men. Why, Zara? Why must you always insist on telling people that you're of royal blood?
Because it is true.
Of course it's true, Excellency, but please try to remember that here in the store, I am your employer.
Grota, how much longer must we keep up this masquerade? All my life you've been telling me of the day when we shall return to our own timeline, that you will put me back to the throne of Venus. But when, Grota, when?
We must wait no longer, Excellency. The time has come.
Grota, do you mean? You're not joking with me.
I have wonderful... You men get back to your work.
But, Mr. Grota, there are no customers.
And then check the back shelves, see if there's any stock that needs replacing.
Okay, yes, sir.
Rota, do not keep me in suspense. What news have you?
It's done. Your twin brother is dead.
Baccarati dead.
Now there is no longer anyone to dispute your rightful place on the throne.
You saved me from the oppressors of my father the day after I was born.
It was the king's wish as his right heir be spared to take his place on the throne. You, Zara, were the elder, born 7 minutes before your twin brother, Baccarati.
You have tutored me, guarded me in the tradition of my forefathers. You have hidden me safely here in this timeline. And now you have accomplished a deed that will make it possible for me to return to the throne.
There was no other way. Baccarati was convinced that he was the heir to the throne. But I am the only one alive who knew of your existence.
You are indeed a loyal friend, and you shall be well rewarded. You will sit by my side, next to the throne.
Thank you, Excellency. But we must be patient. It will take time.
But you said the time had come.
Yes, Zara, the time has come for us to return temporarily to our own timeline and amass a fortune. We'll need United Planet credits and precious jewels and metals to accomplish the difficult task that lies ahead of us.
Grota, how are we going to get these things?
We'll steal them. We'll loot and rob and plunder until the treasury of Zara has been replenished.
Grota, I know nothing of this sort of life.
You will learn quickly. And it will be simple with the help of this.
What is this?
Part of your inheritance, Excellency. The Z-ray. Its secret was your father's most effective weapon. I have that secret. We can make as many of them as we need. Held before the eyes, the Z-ray renders its victim powerless. He becomes your servant, your slave. He'll obey every wish that you command.
Grota, how does it work?
You just press this.
Gentlemen, the two of you get a great deal of pleasure out of making fun of me.
We were just kidding with you. No offense.
No, you're not really sore at us, are you?
Angry? Me? Of course not. You stupid earthlings! Now you are my servant. You will obey my every command. Kneel to the floor. Kneel before King Zara.
You see, Zara, what power the Z-ray gives you?
Power. Soon, very soon, I shall have all the people of Venus serving me. Loyal subjects to King Zara II.
You, Commander.
How's Baccarati?
About the same, still in a coma.
What do the doctors say?
I'm pretty sure I left.
I could have told them that. This guy's too mean to die. Had any trouble, Ronnie?
No, nothing unusual.
Several days.
I'm sure they'd make another attempt on his life. Any word on Grota?
Not a trace. He just disappeared, maybe. Our patrols haven't even spotted his ship.
Well, maybe he'll disappear again like he did after Zara was dethroned. Maybe we won't see him again for another 30 years.
You are powerless to resist. You will obey my every command. You will open the door to the bank vault, and after we have filled the containers with money, you will guide us safely to the street from the bank building. Do you understand?
I understand.
Then go.
Yes. It's all right, I've got it. Well, half has been another bank robbery. The report just came in. On Mars, they got 150,000 credits this time.
Smoking rockets, that makes a fourth one. Oh, this just came in for you.
What is it?
It was sent by the Venus City Interplanetary Bank. There are microtape pictures taken with a concealed electronic camera. It takes pictures of everybody that comes in or goes out of the main vault. They thought we might be able to spot the bank robbers.
Oh, we'll have a look. Might give us a break.
Nothing yet, sir?
No. It's just like the regular flow of employee traffic in and out of... Wait a minute.
See something, sir?
Medical Science Center, quickly.
Oh, what is it, Commander?
Give me Major Robertson. He's standing guard in Baccarati's room.
Commander, what's wrong?
Here, have a look. Oh, Robbie, are you all right?
Well, yes, sir. Shouldn't I be? Baccarati. No, he's all right. Still in a coma. What? Are you sure, Commander?
There's no doubt about it. We have the picture right here.
Smoking rockets, Commander. This is impossible. I don't get it, sir. How could Baccarati get out of the hospital, go out and rob a bank, and get back in without Major Robertson even knowing about it?
He didn't.
He didn't, but that's his picture.
Or a picture of someone who looks exactly like him. Like maybe a twin brother.
A twin brother? But Commander, Baccarati doesn't have any brothers. If he did, the brainograph examination would have revealed it.
Only if Baccarati knew he had a brother.
Yeah, but wouldn't he know it?
No, not if that twin brother were taken away somewhere and hidden. Say at about the same time Grota disappeared.
Well, let's see. Grota disappeared just before Zara was dethroned.
That was almost exactly the time Baccarati was born.
I'll bet that's it. Twin brother. Smoking rockets. As if we didn't have enough trouble with one guy like Baccarati around.
Vandecourt here, go ahead. Well, put a guard around it. I'll be right there. They spotted Grota's ship at the spaceport. Come on, Hap. This might be the break we've been waiting for.
And a few minutes later, after a mad dash across Terra City in a surface car, Buzz and Happy arrive at the Terra spaceport and enter the spaceship of Grota.
Commander, do you really think this is Grota's ship?
I do now, look.
Smoking rockets. The star drive installation. Doesn't he know that's illegal except aboard Space Patrol ships?
That's the answer to where he's been hiding all these years and how he suddenly vanished.
Sure. He's been hiding in time.
We're going to find out where. The settings on this instrument will tell us how to get him.
Sure. Yeah, we can have him analyzed back at the lab and find out the exact time and place. Let's see.
You got the answer, Hank? Now we know the time and place of Grota's hideout.
Well, when and where?
Here, look at it.
What do you know? Earth in the 20th century. 1900.
Vandecourt here, go ahead. What? Yes. Yes, all right, Corey out.
What's wrong now,
All
sir?
the guards left at Grota's ship were in some kind of a trance, and the ship blasted off.
Blasted off. That means he'll disappear again and go back in time.
Only this time we know where he's going.
And I'll say we do. Yeah, and we... Oh, Commander, you don't mean that you and I...
Yes, Hap, you and I are going after him. You and I are going back to 20th century Earth and get Rhoda before Zara becomes as dangerous to the United Planets as his twin brother, Prince Baccarati.
Smoking rockets. A trip back into the past.
And soon, Buzz's own ship, Terra 5, is being hurtled through space at thousands of miles per second, approaching the speed of light. And the years fall away. Back into the past. Into a civilization that to men of the 30th century is history. Back into a 20th century civilization, where Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol, has no authority. Where he and his cadet Happy must carefully disguise their identities so that they do not become victims of a people not yet ready to accept the visitor from outer space.
Well, there it is, Happy, our destination, right below us.
Sure is an ancient-looking place. They broadcast pretty good dance music, though.
While that number was playing, I was down in the newsroom checking the teletypes for the 8:15 news coming up in about 4 minutes. But I ran across an item I thought I should read to you right now. It's about flying saucers.
I'll get some more music.
Yep, they're seeing them again. Seems one of our good citizens was up on Mulholland Drive, watching the scenery, I guess, and this cigar-shaped object went streaking across overhead, spouting flame and traveling at a tremendous speed, estimated to be at least 1,000 miles an hour.
He's talking about us, Happy. Or maybe about Grota's ship.
Yeah, the big know-it-all. Hey, I know what we ought to do. We should fly down real low and give him a real story.
I don't think we should invite trouble, Hap. Something tells me that down there in that 20th century city is all the trouble we can handle without asking for more.
Yeah, I guess you're right, sir. 2 aliens from another planet looking for 2 other aliens in a civilization where we don't even exist. Yet. Or